growing up as a kid, yeah. All a nigga wanna have was a Burberry scarf and $3 in my pocket. Instead I got beat with a switch, but I don't give a fuck, but it's on my body. Scars all up on me, but I run around from.
What is up, everybody? It's JT Sportsman at you guys with another video. This video, I'm here with my Las Vegas Raiders 2020 NFL record prediction. Going to be predicting how I feel the Las Vegas Raiders upcoming NFL season will go. And before I get into it, make sure that you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I upload NFL videos and college football videos daily. So the Las Vegas Raiders last season, some way, somehow, they were still in the playoff race all the way down to week 17. Now, the thing that has plagued the Raiders for the last several years has been the fact that they just cannot get stops on defense. Now, last year, the defense took a little bit of a step in the right direction because they were really solid against the run last season. And that's tribute to how good of a defensive line they have. I think they have a pretty solid defensive line. And one of the biggest surprises on that team last year was rookie Maxx Crosby. Maxx Crosby was the best rookie on the Las Vegas Raiders defense last year. Now, Jonathan Abram, we didn't really get to see a lot of him because he went down for injury early on. So, in the offseason, the Raiders brought in some more guys in free agency. One of the biggest signings was Corey Littleton. Corey Littleton is one of the best, if not the best, coverage linebacker in the NFL. So, that should help out that pass defense tremendously. And on the offensive side of football, like, they brought in Jason Witten. I don't know why the heck they brought him in for, I guess, for veteran leadership or something like that. But, I mean, they also had a pretty solid draft as well. So, overall, this is a Las Vegas Raiders team that the offense should be solid, but I still don't really trust that defense that much because it's still a very young defense. So, week one, they have to travel on the road to face the Carolina Panthers. I want to take them to win that game there. The Carolina Panthers, I think they have a pretty good chance winning this game as well, but I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders to win that game. I'm giving them the benefit of a doubt that they should be able to go on the road in Carolina and handle business there because I think the Carolina Panthers offense is going to put up some points on that Las Vegas Raiders defense, but that Carolina Panthers defense is really, really bad. Like, they lost James Bradbury, they lost Luke Kuechly, so that defense is very young. They're going to be starting a lot of young, inexperienced rookies, so that defense is going to be all that great. So, the Raiders start the season out with a win. Week 2, they have to face the New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football. I think the New Orleans Saints go ahead and win that game. Now, this game probably could go in favor of the Raiders as well because this is most likely going to end up being a shootout and a high-scoring affair. But I just trust the New Orleans Saints defense to be able to get some key stops and get some key turnovers in the game versus trusting the Las Vegas Raiders defense to get some key turnovers, to get some key stops in the game. So really, whoever you think will win that game is probably the team whose defense you trust the more. And I just trust the New Orleans Saints defense a lot more than I trust the Las Vegas Raiders defense. Now, week 3, they got to travel on the road to face the New England Patriots in Foxborough. I want to take the Patriots to win that game there. We know how tricky it is to go on the road to win the Foxborough. Now, I know a lot of Las Vegas Raiders fans probably going to be like, man, the Patriots freaking suck this year, JT. No, they don't. I think the Patriots are going to end up being a lot better than what a lot of people think. I think they have a good chance of making it into the playoffs. So, I'm going to take the New England Patriots to win this game. I think Bill Belichick is going to outcoach John Gruden. I think that defense is going to be able to shut down the Las Vegas Raiders offense, and I think the Raiders are going to lose that game there, so they dropped to 1-2 on the season. Week 4, they have to face the Buffalo Bills. They're going back home in Las Vegas. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to win that game there. I just think the Buffalo Bills are just an overall better team. I just think they have a better coaching staff. They got a way better defense, and I trust the offense a little bit more than I trust Derek Carr. And then I know a lot of people are going to be like, man, you trust Josh Allen over Derek Carr. Well, the thing with Derek Carr is that Derek Carr had a pretty solid first half of the 2019 season. Then in the second half, I really don't know what happened. It's pretty much that he disappeared. So I want to take the Buffalo Bills to win that game there. I like their defense, and I think they're going to be able to pull off the victory there. Week 5, they got to play the Kansas City Chiefs on the road in Arrowhead. I want to take Kansas City to win that game there. Now, this is a divisional game, so I don't think the Las Vegas Raiders are going to get swept by Kansas City this year. I think they're going to be able to split with Kansas City because the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs, like, they're pretty identical. I think the only thing that's really separating those two teams is Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and you got Andy Reid as your head coach, and their defense is slightly better. But overall, when both these two teams play, it's pretty much a high-scoring affair. I'm going to take Kansas City and Las Vegas to split the season series between the two. Week 6, they have a bye week. Week 7 coming off that bye week, they have to go play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they do beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be really good this year, especially on the defense side of the football. But I think that it's a game that has the potential to end up being a really high-scoring game and end up being a shootout. I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders to win that game. I'm giving them a benefit of the doubt. I could be wrong. Well, all these predictions, everybody could be wrong. It's predictions, you know. But I think Las Vegas Raiders could pull off the upset. They're playing at home. I think there is a chance that Tampa Bay's defense kind of has a little bit of lapse in concentration in this game. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to pull off that victory. They're 3-4. Week 8, they play the Cleveland Browns on the road in Cleveland. I'm going to take Cleveland to win that game. I just think that Cleveland is just the overall better team. I think they have a better offense. You got Odell, you got Jarvis Landry. That's the best wide receiver duo in the NFL, in my opinion. The offensive line is going to be a lot improved. And I just don't really see the Las Vegas Raiders defense really getting a lot of stops in that game. Week 9, they got to face the LA Chargers. I'm going to take the LA Chargers to win that game there. I think that the Chargers and the Raiders split this year, and we're being honest, I don't really see the Raiders getting swept by the LA Chargers this year. So Week 10, they got to face the Denver Broncos. I'm going to take the Denver Broncos to get the win there. I think that the Raiders dropped to 4-6 on the season at that point. I just think that the Denver Broncos are going to be able to get some stops on defense. I think that offense is going to put up a lot of points, a lot of points on that Las Vegas Raiders team this season. So I'm going to take Denver to win that first matchup. Week 11, I already got the Las Vegas Raiders splitting with the Kansas City Chiefs. Every time the Raiders and the Chiefs play, like I said, it's always a pretty high-scoring, close game. And the thing with the Chiefs and the Raiders is that the thing is that Kansas City has a better defense than the Las Vegas Raiders. So the Las Vegas Raiders were even able to have a closer as a defense as the Kansas City Chiefs have, then I think they will be able to win a little bit more of these games. But ultimately, I think that the Raiders and the Chiefs end up splitting. The Raiders are going to win Week 11. Week 12, they have to go on the road and face the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to say that the Las Vegas Raiders are able to go on the road and get that win there. That's pretty much going to be another high-scoring game there. Basically because we don't really know how good the Falcons defense is going to be. We don't really know how good the Raiders defense are going to be. And both of these defenses weren't really all that great last season. So I'm going to just flip a coin. Basically, I'm going to say the Las Vegas Raiders win that game versus Atlanta on the road in Atlanta. This is a game that could go either way, but I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders to be able to get that win there. Week 13, they have to face the New York Jets on the road in New York. I think they should be able to pull out that victory there. I'm not really high on the New York Jets. I think a lot of people are overrating the New York Jets for some reason. The New York Jets are not going to be good this year. They're going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. The offensive line is still a big question mark. That defense, in my opinion, is really bad. I know they do have a little bit of some key additions, but ultimately, I just don't think the New York Jets are going to be that good this year. Week 14, they have to face the Indianapolis Colts at home. I'm going to go with the Indianapolis Colts to get that win there. I think the Indianapolis Colts up front are going to be really good. The Las Vegas Raiders have a pretty good offensive line, but overall, I just think the Indianapolis Colts are just a better team than the Las Vegas Raiders at this point in the season. Now, the Raiders could win this game as well. This is a game that could go either way because we know, despite the fact that the Las Vegas Raiders have a questionable defense, Phillip Rivers does have the tendency to force some passes, so it is an opportunity for the Raiders to get some turnovers in this game, and those turnovers could affect the outcome, but ultimately I think that Indianapolis goes ahead and they get the victory. Week 16, I have them getting the win. Well, I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins to get that win there. I think the Miami Dolphins could end up winning that game versus the Las Vegas Raiders because I think the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins, this is a game that can go either way, but I just like the Dolphins in this matchup. I think that their defense has really improved. You got Byron Jones, you got Xavier Howard, one of the best cornerback tandems in the NFL. I just like the Dolphins to win that game there. Week 17, they have to face the Denver Broncos. I don't think they're going to get swept by the Broncos this year. So ultimately, I have the Las Vegas Raiders going 7-9 this year, which I think is pretty reasonable. I just don't think this is the year that the Las Vegas Raiders make it in. Like, this is a really tough division. Like, there's a lot of things that can happen in this division. This division could go either way. But, I mean, I think one team in this division has to be in last place. And I just think the Las Vegas Raiders are going to be that team that is just in last place. Because when you compare their team to the rest of the teams in the AFC West, they don't really stack up. I mean, yeah, they have the offense, but they don't quite have the defense. And that's why I don't think the Las Vegas Raiders are going to make it to the playoffs this year. That's why I think they'll probably will be fourth place in this division. They'll probably be the best fourth place team in all of the entire NFL, because this isn't a bad team. It's just the defense I don't really trust. And for all you Las Vegas Raiders fans going to be like, you sleeping on our defense, compare you guys' defense to the Chargers defense. The Chargers defense is miles ahead of the Raiders defense. The Denver Broncos have a way better defense than you. And the Kansas City Chiefs have a slightly better defense than you guys. So overall, I think the Las Vegas Raiders end up going 7-9 this season, and that's my final prediction for the Las Vegas Raiders. So let me know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders down in the comment section down below. Make sure that you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and content. And thanks for watching.